Hey y'all, hey. How you doing? How you been? How you day? Come listen. So today I always wanted to react to this video. Mind you, this story is 11 years old. Very interesting story. I watch it faithfully sometimes out of the couple of times out the year to support um, the father, but I just had to finally do a review on it. And since I'm all caught up on the TikTok and how you work it and how you post and stuff on YouTube and stuff, here I is. So without further ado, let's get into it. 201. We're here at Harper's mom's house. 14-year-old Parker stands up for his rights. I seen this video while they're quiet. I seen this. I'll talk. So I seen this video probably about 2 years ago. At that time, I wasn't hip on TikTok and recording and posting. I mean, I will post on my social media, but I wasn't into this like I am now. So I know this story very well, and I just wanted to give my opinion on the video itself, the situation itself, um, because it's a very touching situation. So 14-year-old Parker is in the car right now with his dad. Dad has a YouTube channel called, I believe it's called, I think it's his first and last name, Caleb Leverett. Yes, Caleb Leverett. Calebleverett. That's his YouTube channel. So right now they're sitting in the car. He brought all four kids. So it's four kids. They brought all four kids back. He brought all four kids back because it's in the agreement from the courts. So he bring all four kids back. But Parker doesn't want to get out and go in. A lot of things is going on you will see as we go through the video. So 2 o'clock is the time he's supposed to bring the kids back. So he's supposed to bring the kids back at 2 o'clock. It's past 2 o'clock because Parker doesn't want to go in. Every right to not want to go in, okay? Um, Mom and stepmom is not the best, and she's a very interesting woman, and I don't blame Michelle whatsoever of why he feel the way he feel, why he doesn't want to go home to his can't even be with his brothers and sisters because he doesn't want to put up with his mom and his stepdad's basically abuse. Okay, so yeah, so I have been following Mr. Caleb for a while now on YouTube because it's also another video after this. This video itself is 11 years old. Um, there is another video after this. I don't see a lot of people posting it, but there's another video after this where some months has gone by and it's time to go to court because it's time to go to court for something that we'll see happen at the end of the video. So there is another video on this situation with Parker. So here comes mom and Sissy and the youngest Sissy and who she has with her now husband, and here comes her husband.
Parker, honey, now's not the time. You need to come in and we can talk about this, okay? The kids told me that you want to live with him.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll talk about it inside.
I don't.
Shut
I don't
up.
want to get out.
Do what now?
I don't want to get out.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to get out.
I'm sorry. You're a child and you don't get to make all the decisions.
Doesn't want to get out.
But you need to get out now. And it's time to come home.
She said, I'm sorry?
Okay? Come
What's
on.
the camera for?
None of your business.
You need to come on.
I don't want to get out, Mom.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to get out.
I understand. But it's no longer visitation with your father, and it's time to come home.
You don't understand. Want to be
Huh?
controlling.
We can talk about this. I'll listen to what you have to say, but there's no way. There's no way that you can just roll up and everything's fine and you can just roll up and say, "Oh, I'm not going to get out of the truck." And this mama is not going to say, "Oh, okay. Bye, kid. Bye, kid that I've raised for 14 years. See you later." I'm just not that way.
She ain't that way.
I love you. And
Nope.
you obviously have done a lot of talking this
The
week, and
narcissist
that's good.
behavior.
Maybe there's some stuff that I need to know. But I'm not letting you just drive off. That's that's not going to happen. I love you too much, and we're too close. And this is not the right way to do it. This is a kind of a underhanded, in my opinion, disrespectful kind of a way to do it. To just, oh, by the way, hey, I'm out of here.
Well,
And that's not your fault.
how do
I'm
you,
almost certain that you were um, told that this was going to be an okay way to do it, and it's just not. This is just not very appropriate.
Told
So
by
you need to
who?
get out of the car.
but how do you want to do it?
Huh?
How do you want to do it?
Well, maybe you and I should come in and talk about what's going on with you that's causing you to feel this way.
Come in. We right here.
Maybe we need to talk to the youth pastors like what we were talking about last week.
Not the youth
Maybe if there's
pastors.
something going on, I can help. All right? You need to get out of the car. All right? Come on.
I don't want to get out.
Get it. Hey, you need to get out of the car and come home.
I don't want to get out of the car.
Huh?
I don't want to get out of the car.
Okay. Sweetheart, I hate to say this, but you're being real ugly right now.
I hate to say this, but you're
Super,
saying it.
super duper disrespectful, and you need to come home now. And if I have to call a police officer to come help me, I would hate to have to do that, but I sure enough will.
Call him.
Huh?
Call him.
Okay. Caleb's going to get into some trouble because he knows that he has to return you at 2. And I don't think that you're being a very good role model right now at all. Sitting there flossing your teeth while this is a major thing that you're encouraging him to do. You don't have
Well,
to.
not.
I can't force him to get out of my car.
Yeah, you can. You're his father.
I,
He is a minor. You can say, have to get out. We have to do this in the appropriate manner. You can. You can model responsibility. You can choose to do that.
You're not appropriate.
I'm not going to force him to get out.
That's fine. Let's go, Parker. Parker,
Yes, ma'am.
let's go. It's time to go in and talk. This is not the way to go about this.
What is the way to?
I already told you to come in and tell me what your concerns are, to come in and talk to me.
I'll tell you that my concerns are here.
If you want to be, no, because it's time to go in. I told you guys last week that we had things to do Sunday.
What do we have to do?
Well, for one thing, we're going to Nani's for like a barbecue.
For like,
Another thing, we're going swimming. We had like family fun plans.
she lying.
Uh-oh, sister.
He don't want to go swimming. He
Go
said,
for the camera.
"Ooh, she's something else, honey."
Do you have your phone on you? Do you have the non-emergency number for the police?
Tax dollars. Calling the police for. Then brought the baby out with her.
Where's that Bubba? See that Bubba? Hi. Hey,
Trying to get him out.
Daddy's gonna call the cops. You need to
Daddy.
get out. You need to do the right thing. Do you feel? You know how we talk about you feel in your heart if this is the right thing to do or not. Do you think that this is the appropriate way to do this?
Dad in the car.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Really? You wouldn't do this to him. You wouldn't just at the time that he was supposed to pick you up say, "I don't want to go." You've asked to not go before, and I have.
I have never not asked you.
Yeah, you have. Sweetheart. You've been doing this for a lot of years. Maybe you've forgotten some stuff, but that is just not allowed. You can't just not show up.
Forgotten some
You have
stuff.
never done that
I didn't
because
show
that's
up.
not the right thing to do.
Well, what is the right thing to do then?
You tell me. I can't see you through this dust. Could you please roll this down a little bit? The window?
You've been talking all this time.
You tell me. What do you think the right thing to do is?
I
You think the right thing to do is to just tell your siblings goodbye? Do you think that you're not going to live with them anymore?
Well, I'll still be able to see them, but
When?
every
On
time they
visit?
come over,
But you won't see Mallory because Mallory doesn't go on Caleb visits.
She pulling out all the stops.
I can FaceTime them or whatever.
You can. Do you think FaceTiming is the same? Do you think that the same relationship you would have with Caleb if all you did was FaceTime him? No, that's not the way. That's not the way life works. Is on the
Narcissist at her best.
I know you love Caleb, and it's real easy to be real angry with me and Jason right now
Husband.
because you're 14, and sometimes it's real easy to be angry with everything whenever you're 14. But real life is going to happen no matter where you go. You're going to have to get your laundry done. No matter where you go, you're going to have to do your homework. You don't get a real life depiction of that over at Caleb's, honey, because you don't have to do anything.
Well, we don't fight.
Well, honey, maybe it's because you don't have real life over there.
Okay, well then give it 2 weeks.
No, I'm not going to. You are my child, and I will not give you over to somebody that there are adult issues that are not anything that you need to be concerned with right now. But if I thought
Not as
for a
well.
second that was an appropriate
Somebody.
place for you to live, if I thought for a second that it was an appropriate place at this point just for you to go on a visit, I don't think that an industrial engine business is a good place for a child.
Is military school a better place for him to go?
He's not going to military school.
Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that.
Nobody
Yeah,
ever said
might
he
be
was
better.
going to military school.
Cause that's jail in there.
No, we never did.
Yes, you did. You said it.
The other day, you and I were laughing, and I said, "Oh my gosh, boy, you're driving me crazy. I know why people go to military school."
After we got done fighting.
No, it was a joke, Parker.
Well, it wasn't very
Just like whenever you joke, come up to hit me, I would never send you off. You are my child. You are my firstborn. You're my heart walking around outside my body. Are they on their way?
She a mess, man.
I would never ship you off.
Anyway, you just
I sent
called.
you to summer camp one time, and that was hard.
You ain't even off the phone yet.
He's not. We have not standard orders. He needs to. It doesn't matter. We need a patrol car. We need help.
Well, he is free to go.
He's not. He's a minor.
He's free to go exit the car whenever he wants to.
And he's going to.
He's not being restrained by me. I'm just filming. That's all I'm
know.
doing.
That's all you're doing is filming. I know. I know your game. That's all you're doing. Are you high right now, Caleb, or are you drunk? Which one is it? Will you take?
Neither one.
Will you take a drug test for me? Will you?
The audacity.
I'm taking a drug test for
Well, why
anybody.
not? If you're not under the influence of anything, your big thing now is weed is legal, and it's God's plan.
How do you know?
Because you're on Facebook screaming about how I need to, all these horrible things. We have
How
mutual,
you need to what?
We have
She said that in front of that
mutual
child.
I never
friends that-
mentioned you. Believe it or not, I don't.
Yeah, well, okay.
Believe it or not, I
Well,
don't.
Are you high? Are you
I'm in
drunk?
second grade, and I can use my context clues, but I will tell you right now that I don't think that you're an appropriate influence at all.
Okay.
And
We ain't gonna talk about appropriate.
before this, I was going to talk to you about summer because there's some things that we need to work on as far as co-parenting. But clearly, excuse me, I'm a movie star. Clearly, there needs to be somebody already on the way.
This lady.
Are they already on the way?
Excuse me, I'm a movie star. Girl, you like pressing buttons too. Get that child this son. She ain't working
This
on the
is
brother.
a major decision, I think. I know, he can't get you because he's in Caleb's car. I think this is a major decision, and I think I understand being confused. And I understand not liking your parents when you're 14. Caleb does too. We both understand that. But family is family, and we're set up the way we're set up for a reason.
Mm.
And
what reason?
I'm not. Well, I don't want her to.
Yeah, get out the sun.
Are they on their way? Or?
This is completely the wrong way to do this.
This is.
Oh, shut up. He ain't doing nothing but following the leader. And she's the leader.
I'm asking you to to come into the house and talk to me about what is going on with you. If you honestly thought that you were going to military school, really, I honestly don't think whenever you're playing the punch game with me, I honestly don't think you're going to hit me. Maybe I've teased too hard with you. Maybe we're our fun, joking family. You're internalizing some of that. I'm willing to work with you on that. But
She a
I am
weirdo.
not letting you drive off in a car with a man that I don't see as the very best influence on you. And I know that you love him. And I have I always said it's okay to love Caleb.
Yes.
But he does some things that are not some of the things that we want to model.
Okay to love Caleb, not okay to love
He
your
does
dad.
some things that I don't particularly agree with, just like I'm sure I do some things that he doesn't particularly agree with.
But what is
Like
it?
this crap right here.
That's some of the things. Baby, you are 14. I know that you're big, but you are still a child. But some of the things that you just can't. Some things you just don't need to be involved in. Not
But you're involving
you
him
know
in
what?
this mess you're talking right now.
I'm not going to reach into the car and snatch you bald headed or anything like that because I firmly believe that Caleb would shoot me.
I'm unarmed.
I firmly believe that he would shoot me. But as your mama, right now, I'm telling you, you need to get your little bottom out of this car and you need to come in.
Shoot her.
First, I just want to hug you because I can see that you're hurting. I don't even know what's going on with you. But you're fine when you leave, and when you come back from Caleb's, you've got turmoil every single time. Something is going on over there. There's
Your
conversations
turmoil.
that are going on over there that are feeding this negativity. And it's not okay. You're a happy kid.
She's a weird one.
You need to
She's
get
a
out of
weird
the
one.
car and you need to come in.
No, we don't.
I'm going to go get my orders. Get the orders out of
Go fetch my orders.
the orders. The cops are going to enforce them. Huh?
Okay.
How many times have I told you I will never give up on you? How many times have I told you that you are worth everything?
I'm sure he know.
Did you really think that I was going to say, okay, let me go get your toothbrush? Hey. I love you.
I do.
And I don't know what's going on.
Oblivious.
I want a chance to work on it with you.
You've had a chance, hon.
Oh, I have?
She is crazy, man.
If it's bad enough that you don't want to come home, it's pretty bad. I mean, people run away for like humongous things.
Yeah,
What are you, what,
This is humongous to him.
do you think this is normal, babe?
no.
Look at that. Look at that, the filming, and do you think that this is a I'm sorry, you're a child, but I have
What?
to say, do you think that's being a good parent, baby? Do you think that's somebody that needs to be in complete control of your of decisions regarding you?
You don't need to be.
That's why there's two.
That's a good
Good
point.
parent.
When
You
people,
fall from it.
when people walk away from their ability to make decisions about their children, though, there's something that we can't make people be involved. We can't make people do the right thing.
What are you referring to?
There's a lot of things that Caleb has checked out on by his own choosing.
Why did he check out?
You name it, baby. And
Because
that's
of you.
okay. He does his thing, we do ours, we raise you guys, and y'all go and have fun Disneyland times with him. That's how it's been. But somebody's got to tell you to eat your Brussels sprouts, put your rubber bands on, and wash your blues and grays on Friday night.
They go to papers.
No, baby. No.
She is.
Are you going to wait for the cops to come for you to get out of the car? Okay.
How many are coming?
I don't know.
Do you know how many cops are coming?
They usually send 2 or 3 cars.
Then she gonna interfere. When he asked her, she said, I don't know. He asked
This is
him.
making him real happy. This is his favorite thing to do, to stir up trouble. And you know what? That's not really what we're about as a family. We're not not a troublemaking family.
I know it wasn't his choice, it was mine.
Mm-hmm. You know, I think sometimes kids can be encouraged to do things that they wouldn't ordinarily do. You're the most calm, quiet kid I've ever met. You and Hayden.
So there's no reason to send him to anger management classes then?
This is not between you and I. You have checked out completely. You're flossing your teeth, and yeah, this is not. No. We may need to go to some anger management counseling because you said you get so mad.
You need to go to anger man.
That wasn't a bad thing. That was a how can we help you process your emotions thing. It's hard to learn how to handle emotions. Lots of grown-ups can't do it.
And you one of them.
Impulse control. Like right now. Oh, I want to do this right now. Impulse control is a real hard thing for lots of grown-ups to learn. This should not have been handled in this fashion. But somebody decided, hey, let's do it. I don't know if it was you, I don't know if it was Caleb, but it was on an impulse.
It was me.
It was on a, oh, let's pull this trigger now. And this is not well thought out. This is not a mama, I need to talk to you, take me to Starbucks. Everybody loves you in that house. Your dad and I love you. I have no doubt in my mind that Caleb loves you to the best of his ability.
Your dad and I?
But it is very different to father a child and to parent a child. Those are two separate things. Can you tell me what time it is?
123. 223.
Every minute that you stay in this car that he doesn't make you get out is like not good.
She don't know what to say at this point.
He's free to get out.
Not
He
good.
wants to.
Yeah, well, being free to get out and being a parent and saying, no, son, you need to get out. It's time to go home. We'll handle this. I'll contact your mother. We'll talk about this. We need to have a family meeting, as opposed to just, oh, by the way, he doesn't want to get out. You know this is wrong. You weren't raised to be like this. You weren't raised trash like this, Caleb Leverett.
Trash.
Your mother would be ashamed.
He has expressed to me he wants to live with me.
That's fine.
Therefore,
He has
I'm going
expressed.
to help my son.
He has expressed to me that he loves you many, many times.
She don't know what to say.
I'm
But
just
he
telling you
has
what I was
also
told.
expressed to me that you have encouraged him to do this. And I don't for a second think that this is all my son's doing. And I hate
Well, Parker, what?
that he is in the middle of it.
Well, I hate it that he's in the middle of it too. I don't get a thrill in doing this either.
Her glasses
I'm
getting
trying
my
to
nerves.
help my
Something
son.
out of it.
I'm trying to help my son. I don't know what else
You're
to do.
not either. You're not even focused. You're picking lint off of your thing. You're just holding that up just so you can have proof for court or whatever you think is going to happen. Maybe you just want to go to court. Is this your way of...
No, I would rather just do everything voluntarily without the court.
So why don't you voluntarily pay your child support and do your health insurance? That would be great. Why don't you voluntarily parent?
I do voluntarily
do?
parent.
Not a voluntary parent.
You know, I'm sorry, Parker. I shouldn't have even said that.
But you've been saying a lot of things you shouldn't say in front of him. What's the difference now? You just
So we don't have cops all over the stinking road.
you call the cops.
You're going to have the cops. Really? You don't know. This is a humongous temper tantrum. You need to get out of the car. And come
It's not his feelings. It's a temper tantrum. Forget your feelings. You having a temper tantrum.
Will you call Marissa and have her come across and watch the kids? I don't want them in there by themselves.
She's trying to think of stuff to say. She didn't blasted this man this whole time talking about him
Waiting on the police officers.
in front of his son like
Why
that.
don't you just do the right thing and get out of the car?
How is that the right thing?
Because this is your home. This This is where you live. This is where you're being raised with your siblings. This is where your dogs are. That's where your backpack is. For crying out loud, I'm not going to bring you your stuff. All your whole life is in there. This is not the way to do it. And do you think that you're really building relationships? You know how we talked about family is forever?
Yes.
Do you really think that this is going to build a long-standing good relationship with you, me, Daddy, the brothers, and the sisters? Do you think this is the way?
Yes.
It's not. Nobody just does this. The only person that I've ever known that has ever done this is Caleb Leverett. I'm done. I'm tired of doing domestic, and he would take off.
They should go talk about him again. Like,
That's
keep
how I know this is
apologizing.
not coming from you.
Why do
Because
you
your
want
heart,
me so bad?
because I love you. Because you're my child. Because I had you to raise. I didn't have you until it got hard, Parker. Look at me in the face.
Them
I
sunglasses.
never once had a baby and I said, I'm going to do this until he starts driving me nuts. I'm going to do this until his grades drop. I'm going to do this until it gets inconvenient. This is forever. I have never left you, and you have never left me.
Throwing shots. She throwing shots at the father, but
You
don't
got
worry.
something tough, we'll handle it. But you got to let me in. You got to let me know what's tough.
He's trying to let you when you're not listening. You want him to go all the way in the house for you to listen to him, and then you saying he had an attempt to enter. Narcissist. That is best.
I don't know. They'll be here when they get here. It's a non-emergency. Is it going to be a relief when they get here and say this is the order you need to abide by it? Is that going to be a relief to where the choice is made for you, baby? Because if you feel like you have to stay in the truck to prove that you love Caleb, or if you feel like you have to get out to prove that you love me, that is horse crap. That guy knows that you love him.
That guy.
He knows it. Daddy and I know that you love us.
That's not his father.
You're coming
Caleb.
one way or the other.
Dad. Father. That's not his dad. That don't make sense.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe you did this on today of all days.
It's gonna be hard either way.
Well, it's not going to happen, baby.
It could.
No, it couldn't.
Why?
Because I'll fight for you. Because I love you. Because you're my baby. Huh?
I'll fight right back.
Fight right back.
It's fine.
Papa.
We'll get you an attorney. It's called a guardian ad litem.
We got one.
Yeah, fight right back. It's a shame though. She's a true narcissist. You hear me? Because Caleb said she used to run him too.
I guess you probably know now that, well, I'll deal with you later.
Like, he a kid. I'll deal with you later. I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah. Why are you doing this? Why are you encouraging this?
Because I will always help my son.
Always help your son do
He's
what?
expressed
Right.
to me that he does not want to live with you anymore, and he does not want to go back to your house. And I'm not just going to abandon
That
him.
sounds great. Let's do that on a random Sunday afternoon.
They always come back on random Sunday afternoons.
Let's not call and say, hey, we've got an issue. Let's not say, okay, you need to go home, but we'll meet up and we'll talk about this. Let's not do this in a mature adult manner. Let's just spring this on somebody.
Look at how you acting.
Did they say they were on their way?
Oh, you can't rush the police. It's not an emergency.
It takes forever. No, it doesn't. It shouldn't take this long.
It's not an emergency. That's why it's called a non-emergency line.
I got my orders.
Yeah. Is that my orders?
What did the court order say?
That you have to be home on the fourth Sunday at 2 o'clock p.m. If we go to court, Caleb's probably going to get in trouble for this. But I guess he doesn't care. He doesn't. That's his decision.
I don't understand why she just won't let him go with him. That's crazy.
I would much rather solve all issues outside of the court.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I've made that very clear many times.
We've tried
Shut up, man.
If you have issues that you want to solve, then you need to contact us. Not at 11:30 at night in a text message when you're drunk. You don't know, baby.
When you're drunk.
2 beers.
Baby, this is. I shouldn't even be talking about it over you. I shouldn't even be talking about it.
You keep saying that though.
It's very hard not to, though.
It's not.
You're just old enough. You're just old enough to understand just the teeniest iceberg of this whole mountain of mess.
You're a
No,
mess.
it's hard. Nobody said it's not. But there's just things that you just can't involve your kids in.
She's thinking. Like, what can I
That's the
say?
way it is.
I'm involved anyway.
Mm.
Honey, yeah, you're involved in a lot of ways, but you're not involved
Big man back there keep fixing his stuff.
all the little bitty things that have happened. Because you don't need to know that.
Why?
You don't need to, because the ins and outs of what happened between me and your father and the ins and outs of what happened between me and your father and Samantha, that's adult information.
Samantha is now
Huh?
Caleb's ex-wife. Now.
What?
Stop.
No. You're my baby and
No,
I'm going to touch
get
you.
off.
I'm just touching you.
Yeah, don't
I
touch.
know, get off.
Why? What happened?
Because I'm tired of fighting with you.
I'm not fighting
Yes,
with
we're
you.
always fighting.
She oblivious.
Every freaking day after school, we're always fighting. Him too.
You're
I'm
not-
tired of fighting.
You're not going to yell at me.
You always yell at me.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Go ask the little kids.
We have talked about this.
No, we haven't.
He don't want to touch them.
We talked about it
He's
before
always
you
walking
left.
off.
We talked about it before you left.
No, we didn't.
And everything was fine. And you
You
hugged me
said
and
to
kissed
not
me
call
hard.
for extra time on Monday because it was Memorial Day.
No, that's not why.
Yes.
I said because we have plans.
Okay, well, still. Either way, you wouldn't have let us come over because it's a holiday.
What are you talking about? Come over where?
Stay.
You know what
No,
he's saying.
I don't want you to stay extra time with him. We have a set.
Or trying to
this is
say.
how Caleb and I have it set up. They're orders, and like whenever there's a funeral in his family or whatever, or there's something going on, we try to work together for big things, kid things. But if he wants extra time,
I heard
he needs
different.
to go back and he needs to ask the court and sign up for extra time. That's the way to do things. That's
Well,
the
let's
right
go to
way to
court.
Somebody had a funeral and she acted like a fool.
not your
Didn't want the kids to go.
That's not your decision.
So it's my...
Yes, it sucks.
And it shouldn't. It shouldn't be this freaking hard.
Nope, it shouldn't.
Then why are y'all making it?
Hurting this kid.
Okay, then what are you doing?
Standing my ground for my child.
She's making it difficult for him to want
So
to be
you
alright.
want me here, but we fight all
Later.
the time, and you're always...
If you think that we fight all the time, then we have some work to do.
Yes,
because
we
we're
do.
laughing
We
all the
obviously
time.
do. No, we're actually not.
Well, everything's happy until you guys come back from
No,
Caleb's,
it's
and then I
not.
hear about how bad we are over here, and so
Stop being bad.
I'm not a detective, but I can probably put two and two together that there's quite a lot of time. Can you call that non-emergency number again?
What
Yes,
would you do
please.
if Mom and Caleb were still married and you
Shut
were in a
up.
fight?
Yeah.
Where would you go then?
What would you do?
Nowhere. I'd be stuck, and it would suck even worse.
You realize that this decision separates you from your
Shut up, man.
and your sister.
Yes.
You don't think he know that?
That's
He just wants something to
a
say.
pretty harsh decision.
Yes. And I know, and it shouldn't have to be that harsh.
He don't get to talk with her.
Pointing out the obvious. Not
You
trying to
don't-
be
you don't
rude.
need to be defensive. you are being rude, and you are trying to be
We're trying
rude
really hard to be
because you're being encouraged to be.
Okay.
And we're not stupid, and we
And this is the abuse he talking about.
for it.
They ganging up on him.
You need to get your bottom out of the
I'm
truck.
not getting
and
out of
talk
the
to
truck.
me. Well, you are.
I'm talking to you right now.
I need help getting my kid.
She need help getting the kid. Here, give me a fan. Give it here. You don't know what you're doing anyway. Come.
Hello. Hi. My ex-husband will not release my child to me, and he's encouraging him to stay in the truck. Could you
Now she lying.
please get somebody out here to help me get my child? He was due at 2, and they're just sitting in the truck. And
What?
Filthy.
She's lying though. Like he don't want to get out. The father ain't making him stay in. It's ridiculous.
Oh no. Okay.
Hate this place.
Okay. Well, I don't want things to escalate, and I've got my 4 other children across the street at a neighbor's house, and
Escalate because of you.
Just a
Y'all.
little bit of help.
You and your husband.
Is there? I understand. Is
Nah,
there
no, she don't.
is there something that I can? Is there something that I can do once the officer gets here? Are there charges that I can press or?
She don't understand nothing. She was like, no, I understand. I'm saying I understand, but technically in the back of my mind, I'm like, hell no, that ain't true. I don't
Yeah.
understand. I want it done now.
Okay. 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 So we'll go ahead and we'll go that way then. All right. Well, thank you so much. All right. Bye bye.
She didn't get the answers she wanted.
Well, he said they're working on it. They said that they've got
Mm-hmm.
a couple of units that are working towards getting down to us.
You're not an emergency.
But you know, it takes a minute.
She think these cops are going to come and be on her side. That's why she want them there. But she think they want. She want them on her side. Wasting time. Police officers' time.
Mm-mm-mm. You know what? Instead of her, because that's what she
Mm-mm-mm.
wants to do.
Mm-mm-mm. You are something else, lady. It's just a whole weird situation. Like, why put him through this? Let him go with his father for a few days or whatever. Breathe, because evidently he don't even want you touching him. Evidently y'all doing something to him. We see y'all do stuff to him because y'all just ganged up on him just a few minutes
Did
ago.
y'all have a good weekend?
Yes, ma'am.
What y'all do?
Went rabbit hunting.
Now she trying to get him to.
Went over to
Ew, gross. Is that what's on your pants?
went and went over to Hill Pills, ate lunch, just that sort of thing.
Just regular stuff.
Caught 4 baby rabbits.
What do you
Now
do
she
to
act like she care.
catch them?
Made a little home for him. Uncle Eric's gonna come by.
Oh, I
A
thought
little
you meant shoot
piece of
them. I thought you said you went rabbit hunting.
Her them
yeah, but
sunglasses.
after that we found this little hole of baby rabbits.
Hang on just a second, baby. Hey, I need a little
To
help.
touch him.
Caleb, I'm sorry.
He's like she touching me.
I've got the kids across the street at Marissa's, but I think she's got something to do. Can you come out? Can you come and watch the kids? Because Caleb's
Crocodile
working and
teeth.
everything, and he's got Parky in the truck, and he says he's free to go, but Parker's saying he's not going to get out because he wants to live with him, and I've got the cops on the way, but it's going to be a minute.
It's crazy how she cry on cue like that.
Um,
Fake tears.
it, I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Thanks.
She did all that. It about to be clear face in a few
Who's
seconds.
that?
Kevin, Christy.
Oh, turning red. Her and these tears, she gonna turn on and off like that. For the rest of this,
So you made a place for the rabbits.
story, on and
What
off.
kind of place did you make?
Grant's cat kennel. We just uh, filled it full of hay so they can burrow and stuff, and put a bowl of water in there and a bowl of warm milk.
She really don't care.
And the cat played in the sandbox. She just slept in there.
She's just trying to be
I
nice
didn't even know that they drank milk.
and listen to him so he can feel comfortable with getting out. He don't feel comfortable. He don't feel comfortable in your house, and you and your husband is not helping the situation.
I really wish you would get out of the car and we could
People
move
were saying,
this.
people were saying she want to keep the money. The money will
Please
stop
turn the
for
car.
him,
Come on.
for her, to her.
Please don't make the police officer enforce this order. Please do it.
Cause he pay,
The court order that's the visitation.
he pay a lot of
Just do
money.
it.
What's he gonna do to me?
All 4 kids.
I don't know. This has never happened before.
Cause he had a business. At the time they divorced, he had to pay all his
Probably
money.
nothing. Probably gonna say, hey, it's not his turn anymore. You need to get out of the car and go to your mom's.
His turn anymore. It's not
He's
his
gonna do anything
turn
bad to you. You're a child.
to have you anymore. It's time for you to come here. It's my turn. He's not an item. He's a kid. He's a child. He's a human.
He's gonna go home.
I'd rather wait on the cops.
Why?
Yeah,
I don't want to live here.
good idea.
Always fighting.
That's not the reality of the situation, Barker.
And what is?
The reality is being a teenager is hard. And there's a lot of emotions I mean, your brain, your hormones you're taking a testosterone bath right now. I mean, it's just hard. It's hard no matter where you are. It's just hard. It's hard to grow up.
I know.
Why would you leave a family that loves you for a guy that lives in a shop that sees you 48 days out of the year?
What matter where he lives?
Because we don't fight.
There's a roof over their
You
head.
don't know him, baby.
And you don't know what's going to happen. Because you've never given it a chance. Ever.
You're right.
You've never, ever given me a
Don't
chance.
yell at me.
And they're gonna
Only
yell
let
at
us
him.
go there two-week periods out of the summer.
It's not that I let you. It was agreed. He chose his visitation.
That wasn't court ordered. That was mediated.
Shut
He
up.
chose it. That is not a
That
mediator.
was
That's
that
Caleb.
was mediator.
Okay, now I want to go see a judge because right now
That's
I
a
don't trust
Caleb
anybody.
thing.
But you don't understand.
What? Then tell me what I'm not
I
understanding.
can understand that you want to go talk to somebody. And if you need help understanding the orders, I will gladly pay for that. But what you don't understand is you can't tell him that he has to change his orders. You can't do that.
I'm not
Yeah.
telling
If he
anyone
wanted-
anything.
I'm
If
more
he
than willing to go to
wanted-
go
If
to the
he,
judge.
if he
Let him talk to the
wanted,
judge. I'm more than willing.
if he wanted you to live with him, he would have filed. He would have gone to court. He would have taken us to court.
Y'all did go to
It's
court.
too expensive, Candace.
Yeah.
I can't afford it.
That's just the way it is. I'm sorry.
We can mutually
Well,
work
if you
this
would
out.
quit
We can work
donating
this out.
all your money to your crazy marijuana causes or whatever you do now,
How do you know what I donate to?
we live in Odessa.
She just do the most.
I mean, I'm sure you know what I had for supper last night.
Well, it's nice to see that I'm a hot topic.
No, you're not a hot topic. It's just that you're weird.
Of course I am, but I'm also willing to work with y'all or you.
We're
course I am.
willing to work with you too.
Let's
My
just-
child needs to get
That's
out
no
of the car
secret.
and we'll work with you.
Let's go to the judge.
Okay, you need to move that. I'm your mother and you're being ugly to me. You know you're being ugly to me. I'm done.
He be ugly to you.
Good. You
Okay.
need to get your bottom in the house.
No.
If you need
Yes.
somebody
I'm done
to
too.
explain what all went on, that's fine. We can get
Shut-
somebody that you want to talk to do that.
And everybody can be present.
We'll
Shut
go to
up,
the judge.
peasant.
Asking me what all went on, and
It's hard to
telling you that
understand.
it was hard to understand.
It's
It was
hard
just
for
a lot
us
of
to
stuff.
understand sometimes how this all works.
Sometimes he just repeat
Y'all
what she
don't
says.
fully understand. Let's go to a judge.
No, I do understand. It's just a difficult subject matter.
Okay, we have time.
Because you're talking about
We don't
years
have.
now.
You can't go to a judge right now on a Sunday afternoon, Bubba. You can't just say, "Hey, it's just like this." This is a very not okay
Bubba.
way of doing things. You can't just say, "Hey, court, open up. I got a question."
Okay, well, let's talk to the cop. I'll wait till they get here.
The cop doesn't
The
know
cop
anything
doesn't
about
know
the
anything
order.
about it.
Okay, well, then they shouldn't be over here trying to get me out of this freaking truck.
They're
If they don't know one thing that's happening.
They know
not
what
Mhm.
they're
hell.
saying.
There you go,
Okay,
Papa.
then
You need to calm down.
you just went back on your words then.
No,
There you go,
it's just-
Papa.
It's a law.
Tell him again.
He can
basically.
enforce it, but he wasn't there. He's not somebody to interpret every little thing. There was
Okay, then
a
he shouldn't be
lot.
enforcing anything.
Well,
True.
I don't know what to
And
tell
don't
you.
say that's just the way it is.
Well, it kind of is. I know that you didn't want to hear that.
It's not.
The judge writes it down in this book right here. And this book is law.
And
Anything
he
that
signed it,
doesn't
and
get
I
followed,
signed it.
And we can mutually
anything that
agree
does not
to
get followed is called
mix it up
contempt of
anytime we
court.
want to.
You're right. We can. And had you proven to be more
He want to be in a conversation so bad. She don't know what to say.
lawsuits and stuff.
More what?
How many people have got dragged into this?
Huh?
How many people have
4 kids besides you that I need to make sure that they're safe so I can devote all my attention on you and your temper tantrum that you're having.
Never
You
temper
don't need to
tantrum word.
film my children. You don't need to film my husband or anything. Why are you doing that?
It's his children too.
I'm in my own vehicle and I have every right to film whatever I want to.
You're so smart.
Yes, he is.
I am. I do know my rights, Candace.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing. I know mine too.
She's so used to controlling everybody around her, and she still do it even though they divorced.
You don't even know.
Or try.
Like, this is the biggest day of your life, and you don't even know what you're doing.
Uh-oh.
What's the biggest day of my life?
Oh my gosh, Parker.
Uh-oh. She's coming with another one. Watch it. Watch. Watch what she say.
We were going to pull your Trans Am around in just a minute. Your car's here.
Okay.
Yay.
Not a call.
I decided to show you and film it.
Anything to get him out of this truck. I'm trying to tell you, she trying anything she can to get him out of this truck. A car.
Watch, don't go.
She tripping me out.
Stay. Wait.
She trying every method she can.
Come on.
With the little sister, baby sister out there to try to get him out, basically. Oh, he can't hold.
Swimsuits, okay, guys?
He can't hold you because he in his truck.
Go get your swimmy suits. Don't even worry about a towel. Just go get your trunk.
And there's a
Compression shorts.
Mr. Caleb has a lot of videos because it didn't stop at Parker. This situation went on with the other 2 boys. They had 3 boys and a girl together, and then she has a girl with the now husband.
Will you please
Just
get out of the car now?
wild.
Can we just talk about
She
this
wild.
like normal human beings? This is
No,
not
because
how
we won't
families
talk,
work.
we'll yell.
We will. Don't yell. The only person that's been yelling is you.
Because you're
Just
not
like-
getting it. Neither is he. I
This
don't
is
want
what
to be here.
I already talked to you about. You say we yell all the time. It's you.
No, because
Calm down. We can't
He's
do
frustrated.
anything. We can't work out anything if you're hollering.
I can't ever work out anything anyways.
He's stressed at
She
14.
either walks off or you and me are yelling.
No, we're not yelling.
Yes, y'all are.
Well, give it another chance.
No,
Don't yell at me.
I won't
No.
give you another chance if you won't give me another chance.
I'm giving you another chance right now.
No, not to get out of the car, to try this.
You can't try that. That's not, I don't feel like that's an appropriate place for you, Parker Kelly.
Well, I don't feel like this is an appropriate place for me.
Dadgummit, whenever you're 18, you get to pick lots of things. But right
When
now,
I'm 14, if I'm 12, I can pick
no,
things.
you can't.
Yes, I can because it says it in the law.
It
Yes,
doesn't
you
say
can.
it in our orders.
Well,
It's not there.
It don't have to be in your
have you
orders.
even read all the orders?
Yeah, I have, babe.
Really?
Yeah.
So you know everything it says, but it's still confusing.
I think the circumstances are confusing.
Yeah, you're telling me.
I don't think that the orders are confusing. They're pretty cut and dry.
She get to keep these kids because she made some accusations against Mr. Caleb that was terrible. If you go back and watch his YouTube, he explained it.
Why do you not want people to know? Are you embarrassed? Do you feel
How
like do you feel
How
like
about
this is
what?
Well, I mean, you're like, how many people are you going to involve in this? Well,
I don't care who all comes. Go knock on every door.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
I don't care.
Knock on the neighbor's door and give a goddamn.
No.
Keep telling him to calm down. You calm down. You're there making a scene, saying stuff out your mouth you shouldn't say.
This is not going to end the way you want it, baby.
Yes, it
You're
is.
making your life harder.
Mm.
You're making your future harder.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you
Are
think
you
this
going
is
to be
the
ugly to me every day because I don't
Ugly.
want you to live with him?
no,
Because that's not
but
who
if you
are.
think that I'm gonna let my kids see you, if I have kids, or
Mm-hmm.
if you think this is the right way to have a long-term relationship with me, you're sadly mistaken.
Mm-hmm. There you go,
I
Papa.
will take my chances on doing what I think is right for you. Raising you in an environment that I think is appropriate for you. And if one day you find out that you don't want to see me anymore, well, by golly, that is your choice.
What is
But
that to
I'm gonna do
say?
my damnedest, my very best, because I feel like that's my job.
What is that to
I'm
say
not just gonna.
to a child?
Well, all right, that one got too hard, and he wanted to go live with the ex. So 1 down, 4 to go. That's
Not
what
yet.
this is.
She's
That's not real
vicious.
life. That's not real family.
Oh.
Oh, good. They're finally here.
There she goes with the crocodile tears. Look how she turn them on like that. She was just standing there talking to him normally. She turned around and see that police officer. She said, "Oh,
Can I have my orders, please?
orders."
Can I have my papers? Do you have my papers?
Give me my papers,
Well, the kids are
peasant.
supposed to come home at 2, and the rest of them came in. I have 4 children with my ex-husband. The 3 little, the running here. He's filming us, by the way.
You're being filmed.
Anyway, the 3 little ones came in and said, you need to go out and talk to Parker because now he wants to live with Dad. We have not standard orders. We had a very strange mediated agreement. This man does not see these children on a regular basis, and all of a sudden,
And I wonder why.
my kids are fine when they leave, and when they come home, I have a child that does not want to get out of this car, and my ex-husband is saying, oh, he's free to go whenever he wants to, but I'm not going to make him get out. Well, they're filming me. They're being not confrontational, but you know, it's that whole I'm not touching you, just this child needs to come home. He's 14 years old.
Can I get an ID?
Yes, sir.
You two, your
14 years old.
Can you get it for me?
Just to make sure they don't leave.
Girl,
You haven't parked.
lady.
Sir? Yeah, yes, sir.
That's fine.
That's my ID.
Darn you. She a trip. I bet she went in the house with a straight face. And when she got back to that front door to come back out, she had the tissue in her hand.
Caleb Leverett, yes, sir.
Like, lady. She know how to put them tears on though, I'll tell you that. Look at the peasant. Say, can I get my orders? Peasant, my orders. You're not listening. You're not following directions. There she goes. She got the tissue. Just a big mess, man. They're still crying. It's some weird stuff, man. I'm just not understanding why she just won't let him go. Caleb was saying that she's money hungry and she will keep all 4 kids with her to get the money a month.
We do. It's supposed to be.
It's not a standard order.
It's not standard. We have a standing order. The papers clearly say
That's just nice.
pick up supplies. Weekly possession throughout the year, which is where we are. Second Friday of each month from 6 to Friday. Wait. Second Friday of each month from 6 p.m. on Friday, 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Sunday, and on the fourth Friday, which is we're on the
That's too much.
6 p.m. on Friday to 2 p.m. on Sunday. He doesn't have Thursday. He only has like.
So he gonna get them on the weekend?
I know. He won't. He did not say it. Oh, he said it. Well, he doesn't want to get out of the car. All of a sudden, he doesn't want to go. This is
It's not all of a sudden.
this guy is terrorizing my children
Not terrorizing.
emotionally. My child does not have the ability to make this decision.
Yes, sir.
You can videotape it, that's fine.
I know.
Mine's going to.
Okay, thanks.
So what's going on?
I'm dropping him off at 2 o'clock, which was 55 minutes ago,
Okay.
and my son has expressed to me that he does not want to go back over there, and I did go by the orders. I returned all 4 children here, and he is refusing to get out of the car, and he's free to go. I'm certainly not saying he can't go, but I'm not going to leave my kid. I'm not going to force him to do anything he doesn't want to do.
Okay. But she does have legal custody of them right now?
Yes. They have been within her custody the last 55 minutes. Absolutely.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're all
Yeah,
understand.
I've got I got the same copy of the same
Okay.
court order.
That's
I mean,
fine.
we're on the
Just
same
making sure
page.
we're
This
all-
is just one of those real sticky situations where he doesn't want to go back, and I'm not going to kick my son out. And the camera is simply for just keeping everybody honest and make sure everything is going by the book.
That's fine. That's like I said, mine's going too.
Okay. And what is your name?
I'm Officer Brandon Spinks.
Spinks? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
S-P-I-N-K-S.
Badge number 147?
147.
Okay, thank you.
What's going on, man? Any reason why?
We're always fighting, and I just don't want to go over there.
Bubba,
Please
we're
don't
not
force me to go over there.
We're not always fighting.
Yes,
Bubba.
we are, Mom. I'm not going over there.
It is hard to be 14, but it is harder to do things like this. This is not even who you are.
Yes. Please
No,
don't
it's-
force me to go.
This is all.
Please.
Everything is fine, and then you cannot tell me that you have not encouraged this. This is ridiculous.
I've thought this over through like 2 or 3 years, Mom.
Oh my gosh, you're a child. You're not equipped to make these decisions.
Yes, I am. If
No,
I'm
you're
12 or
not.
older, I'm equipped to make
Baby,
this
if I
decision.
thought he was an appropriate influence, if we co-parented together on a regular basis, if we were talking and things were all about you, then by golly, if I really believed that it was what you needed and wanted, I would let it happen. But I do not think you're safe over there, and I will not just let you drive
And I-
off in this car.
And I don't think I'm safe over here.
Well, why?
Because you've hit me before.
I will hit you again. I will spank you again.
No,
I'll
you don't.
guarantee
You don't
you.
spank. You hit me in the face.
No, I don't.
Yes,
hit
you
in
do.
the
And you
face.
choked me. You have grabbed my throat before and pushed me up against the wall one time because I did my boots and you would not let me bring them over.
have
I
never
remember it because we
choked
were in the
you.
hallway by my room.
I don't choke you, Barker.
No,
What are you talking
you
about?
did not choke me, but you had your hands around my neck and you and him were cornering me, and I will not go back over here.
I have
Please,
never
for the love
choked
of
you.
God, let me leave.
No.
Please don't
No,
force me
this
to
is
go, sir.
ridiculous.
Please, for the love of God.
Deep breaths, buddy. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Take some deep breaths. You're doing just fine. I'm proud of you. You're doing just fine. Just be honest. That's all I'll ask. This is what you want, just as long as you're being honest. That's all that matters. Can you hear me saying?
I think he told her to consider letting me go.
I have legal custody of you, Parker, and I'm unlocking this car. No, you're my
No,
child.
I'm not getting out.
No,
I'm gonna explain it to you also.
Okay.
I'm getting you out of the car.
You're saying
Can we ask for the door to be unlocked?
you can unlock it.
Do what?
This is a parent-adult. This is a parent-child situation.
Get out of the car,
No.
Parker.
This is a civil issue. Like you're saying you're following the court order.
Get it out
She
of
has
the car.
You said that she has
No!
Mom, no.
This is really the wrong way to do this.
Get her arm out.
No! I'm not getting my arm out. You're my kid.
Stop.
You're
Stop.
my kid.
Stop.
No, I'm not gonna stop.
relationship.
Stop.
Get him out of the car.
Stop.
I can't.
Stop.
Ow!
Neither am I.
Parker,
If I have to use force to get you out.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. It's a civil issue.
This is ridiculous.
It's a parent-child
Come
situation.
home.
No.
So that's what's going on. That's why.
I appreciate it. I really. Did I get my?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I gave yours back. I still have hers.
Okay, thanks.
Sir,
And I'm
can you
allowed to
please-
do whatever to get this baby out of the car. Can my husband help me?
Please don't. No, get.
Okay, he's
Stop.
a step parent. He has
No!
custody too.
Stop!
No.
Get out!
Back up.
Get out!
Me? You just said it.
I know. Let me talk to you. Here, ma'am. Oh, let me talk to you. Here, ma'am.
Yeah, he ain't say you gotta get out.
Yes, sir.
Just roll down the window. Ridiculous.
This is your
Ridiculous.
mom, dude.
Yes, sir.
And I understand you don't want to go.
Yes, sir.
Okay. She does have the right to get you out of the car. Okay. Now, I know you want to go with your dad, and I understand that. Don't get me wrong, I do. Okay. I'm just saying, you're still a child, man. You're 14. She does have the right to get you out of the car.
Right.
Okay, but the whole fighting and arguing and bickering and trying to roll her arm up in the window. I mean, if this is going to turn into a disturbance, we need to handle this a different way.
She put her arm in the window.
Yes.
Okay. This is going from civil to disturbance.
Yes, sir.
And
Who initiated the force?
she was trying to get the child out of the car, which is initiating her parental right. It wasn't technically force.
It's not.
It is
She
force.
was initiating her parental rights.
Okay.
No.
Is that per law?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know which law that is by chance?
Right off the top of my head, no, but
Oh,
I would
okay,
have to go look
okay.
it up. Okay. I mean,
Hell no.
and I understand, but like
Because it ain't true.
the whole this disturbance turning into disturbance.
I'm sorry.
Okay, that's where I get involved.
And I wasn't trying to roll her arm out. I was trying to get her arm out.
I understand. I was sitting here. I witnessed everything. I saw what happened. Okay.
So I was in the wrong?
I didn't say either one of you were in the wrong. I just said this is turning into a disturbance, and that's what we're not about to do. Okay.
Yeah. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
So if we can talk about this in the civil way, like adults, we need to do it that way.
Yes, sir.
See, I know if they want him to be an adult or a child.
That?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll let y'all continue this.
There's nothing to talk about. He's adamant that he's not getting out, and I'm adamant that I'm not sending him away with my ex-husband. There's nothing to talk about.
Please.
We can talk about what's going on with why you feel this way in the house, but I am not sending you somewhere where I don't have a good feeling about it, even on your regular visits.
Okay, well, I want him to go in then.
He can't come in and mediate this. That's not his job, babe.
Well, he's there trying to get him out of the car for you. He can't come in and mediate something for him.
He doesn't believe in courts or cops.
Here she go. You don't
Why
really
don't
do
you
that
go ahead
for
and tell him
that.
what you think about police officers?
She is.
To do with what we're talking about.
You don't have it respect for anybody, even your own child.
Completely irrelevant.
You don't have
Completely
even respect for even
irrelevant.
your own child to encourage him to handle a situation just impulsively like this. This
He's
is
been
ridiculous.
pretty calm until he's been pressured, from what I
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm
From
pretty-
your point of view and the way you'll edit that, I'm sure. Will you mind emailing me a copy?
And a bit of it edited.
Answer that question.
Will you please email me a copy of
I'm
that
not
so
gonna
I have
answer
record of it also?
I'm not going to answer that.
If you watch it on YouTube, the whole thing films right on through. Nothing's edited. You just acting simple.
The officer already said it's going to be a disturbance, and I'm not going to stop until you're home.
I'm not going to stop until I'm okay.
So you want me to be arrested for creating a disturbance?
Lock your ass up.
Mom, you're scaring me.
I'm not scaring you. To
Yes.
get you out of the car, this is scary. What do
Mm.
you think's going to happen when you go in?
Trying to unlock the door and get him to open the
Absolutely.
door.
He's a parent.
What you think gonna happen when you go in?
Okay, well, I'm not going.
What you think gonna happen when you go in? This is why he don't want to be there. He know what's gonna happen. That's why he don't want to go in, especially after all this happened. After he done put you through all this.
I'm gonna be looking into.
Of course he ain't gonna want to go in now, and this is why. What you think gonna happen when you go in? You weird.
How do I go about this? And it's not a
Abusive.
disturbance to where I don't upset you or upset him. I mean, I have legal custody of this child, and he won't. I mean, he's right there. I can touch him, and he won't unlock the door. He's having a temper tantrum. I know. What do I do?
As a child, that's what they do.
I can't.
That cop crazy.
Because then he starts screaming, and then you say no, because it's a disturbance. I don't know what to do.
Leave him alone.
I don't know what to do.
Leave him alone. Let him go with his father for a little while. Stop being greedy and stop trying to be controlling of every situation in your life. You would know what to do. All this crying and and stuff you got going on at the drop of a dime every time.
It's
Like,
unbelievable.
Yes, it is.
yeah, it is ridiculous.
I'm floored.
You're what?
I'm floored.
Yeah, I'm
Turning red all in the face. People, my people, do better. Get yourself together. Get therapy.
So you came. Okay. So you came to bring the kid back, right?
Come through, cop number
my
2.
children.
Okay. You don't want to get off.
I'm sorry, I'm scared to go in.
You're
Okay,
scared to
you wanna
go
stay,
in.
You want to stay with your dad,
Yes, sir.
and you're willing to take him.
Why are you
absolutely.
scared to go in? No, I have legal custody.
Doesn't matter. We can't do nothing about that, man.
He can't do nothing about
I'm
that.
scared to go in,
Why are you
Civil.
especially after right now.
Nothing's gonna happen to you, baby. I just want a hug.
No, I'm not going in.
You can't do nothing about it.
She just want a hug.
Whatever force necessary to get into that car.
said.
Aside from killing him.
Aside from killing him is exactly what you said.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
For this situation.
And your name,
Officer Rocha.
Rocha, badge number 120. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Why you would tell her that? I don't know.
She's gonna probably want to do something about it and go to court and all that. I would advise you that you, I mean, because you're doing a good thing, recording all that, so you can show whoever you need to go.
Right.
So, I don't know what he's scared about. Well, I don't know what he's scared about. There might have been something.
have a home.
Just make sure that
His
Listen.
father is willing to take it. Okay? Y'all can discuss this in a civil way, but his father can take it.
You should have been told her that.
Court and determine because that's a civil issue. That is y'all civil. That is y'all going to court. That is y'all's child custody agreement. Okay? That is not a criminal issue.
he doesn't want to stay here. We can't make him
Okay?
stay here. Anytime.
Well, let me ask you this. I live, it's considered Odessa.
She can just steal
It's
my boy.
technically in Midland County.
Yeah, yes.
How is that,
It's illegal.
I mean, if she has
You just take my boy.
We can do
How you doing? How you been? How you
Which,
doing?
who would be who would have jurisdiction? Midland County Sheriffs or y'all? Or
Watch out.
Whoever you call, don't know.
I know.
Watch out.
I'm sure that you probably agree
Peasant.
if he had a child in this situation, but he
Because
can't.
honestly,
I'm pretty much gonna send a sheriff out there.
I can only go as far as my.
the Midland County Sheriff, since it's Midland County.
What am I allowed to do with my child?
Ector County. You know where?
Nothing. He's not going with you.
You said I can do.
I live in my shop, in an apartment in my shop right behind there. It's just beyond the Ector County line.
You can't have him.
What happens if I cause a disturbance getting my boy?
Right, and anytime you want to leave, you can take him.
She just don't care.
I don't even know what a disturbance is. Just being loud.
Okay, can y'all write a report about
Girl, you know what a disturbance is.
Get him out without causing a disturbance.
Okay.
When he starts screaming and yelling and trying to rolling up, then that could be considered assault.
Okay.
That could be considered
I want a record of this, and I want a record
Then
of
what
what
do we
your
do for me to
recommendations
press
are
charges
as an
against him?
officer.
I'm prepared to do that right now.
Press charges against your own kid.
Being civil about this.
Right there.
I
Right
really
there.
do.
You don't see that?
Because you put your arm in the window.
Anything to get him away from
No,
that
he's
man.
going with you.
Even
Yes,
if he
story
is-
I hear
if you
is
want to go ahead and file the assault charge, he's probably going
I've
with
never,
you.
obviously never
assaulting you, I
been
can't
inside
leave
the
you
home. I don't, all
So
I'm
there's
getting
no
is first
there's
or
no
second
loophole to
hand.
get my baby.
No, man.
She think locking him up for assault on her arm and rolling her arm up in the window.
She just called me her baby, but she's threatening to sue me.
I'm not trying
She-
to
you
sue
just said
I'm
you were
doing
gonna press
anything
charges.
I can to get you away from him, babe.
Yo,
I'm your baby, but you were gonna press charges on me because you put your arm in the window and I tried to peacefully get it out.
Anything to get you away from Caleb right now.
she crazy. Oh my gosh.
I don't think.
Thank you.
Mm. You ain't press charges on your kid for putting your arm in the window and him rolling up to protect himself.
TT.
Oh, you got his
To
information?
keep him away from his father coming with you. He's not going to come with you.
All right, you're free to go.
Well, can you make a report of this?
Yeah, you free to go. Get the
Can I
heck out of
do
here.
this? And I don't know
He
how
is
that works. If she called,
the
we're
devil.
involved. I mean, y'all are telling me I'm free to go, but
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean,
you
you
have
have
it
it
on.
on
You have it on
video.
your recording that says you're free to go. If she tries to call it in saying you kidnapped her kid,
We're not gonna do nothing about it.
you can show. The officer shows up. You can show him the end of this video. Where
do y'all
Officer
have a
Brandon
business
Springs
card by
told
chance?
him. No, sir, I do not. But like you
This
said,
is a
Officer
mess,
Brandon
man.
Springs, best police department
She
in
big weird.
Okay.
I didn't say Clotus.
I mean, I'm more than willing to take him to school, but
Sorry, y'all. Doing two
ask
things at
her
once.
if you can. We're free to go. Ask her if you can get your school stuff. I mean, you're off
Yeah,
today,
right.
Memorial Day.
Ask her.
Excuse me.
I don't want to be in there. I'll get my
We can
Okay, I'm
by policy. We
by
can't.
policy. I can't.
We can't.
You can't go in.
No.
They changed
It's do what?
Changed it
By what?
for
To go in there?
disturbance.
It's not a disturbance. It's civil.
Cut number one.
Disturbance, so we can
Seem a little off.
while he grabs some stuff.
Please. I mean,
Can y'all
I'm
stand
scared.
by?
We can stand by.
I
together.
mean, he's
Just-
telling you he's
it has-
afraid.
It has to be fast though. Okay.
it's
Yeah.
gonna take me 5 minutes tops.
Don't even make it 5 minutes, dude. Make it 1 minute.
Make it 1 minute. Let's do this, Parker. Watch how tall Parker is. Look at him. Watch when he come back out. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her go. Look at her go. She on the move. You see how her voice switched up? She's not crying no more. Now she's real aggressive. You're not taking my child. You say you can't take my child. I got legal custody. Yeah, she's big weird. Narcissist. Switching up with the tears, the anger, the agitation, the high pitched voice and smart mouth. Like, look at him. Following the leader. But she ain't getting in. She done locked the door. This story is about to end. But let me tell y'all something. With parents like these, why you need enemies? Like, and he ain't even his parent. He's a stepfather. She's sitting here calling him dad and calling the father, the biological father, by his first name. She weird. She big weird. I don't even know how that just felt. Look at him. Look how tall he is. Yo, he's a big mother lover. Yeah, he tall. She's right. There you go crying again.
Stay.
Right now he's leaving. Now he's kidnapping him. It's his father. What are you talking about, lady? So yeah, that's the end of this. She about to give a little loud yup as they pulling off. And I'll be back with the court video for the aftermath of this.
We're go.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You heard that?
Good job, buddy.
Good job, buddy. Good job, buddy.
She tried to slam
Yeah.
the door to my own room and force me to stay there. I
Mm.
pushed her as, I would say, self-defense. I did not assault her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not staying there anymore.
Shame.